Top 5 Famous Serial Killers. Number 5. Charles Edmund Cullen, the Angel of Death. Cullen worked as a nurse in many hospitals, but kept switching jobs as he was fired for suspicious behavior from many of them. He confessed to murdering 40 elderly patients in New Jersey from 1984 to 2003. He did this by poisoning his patients to death with unprescribed medication. He stated that he wanted to relieve the patients from their suffering much like an angel would. Experts say he had more than 300 victims. Cullen has been imprisoned for life. Number 4. The Zodiac Killer. The killer fashioned this name for himself in taunting letters he sent to the Bay Area press. He left ciphers to be decoded, and out of the 4 he sent, only one was definitely solved. The killer operated in California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. His last letter said, May 37 and SFPD, San Francisco Police Department -0. He claimed to have killed 37 victims, but the newspapers confirmed only 7. The case file is still open. Number 3. Ted Bundy, the Crazy Necrophile. Ted Bundy was an American serial killer, kidnapper, rapist, and necrophile. He operated in various states in the USA and confessed to killing 30 women. He revisited crime scenes and indulged in sexual acts with the corpses. Bundy decapitated at least 12 victims and kept their heads as trophies in his apartment. Aged 42, Bundy died on the electric chair in 1989. His own defense attorney said, Ted was the very definition of heartless evil. Number 2. Jack the Ripper, aka Whitechapel Murder. The real killers or killer were never identified. The name came into being because the victims had organs missing, and judging by procedure the killer seemed to have surgical experience. Jack the Ripper, who was later believed to be a single person, killed female prostitutes in the slums of London between 1888 to 91. Number 1. Charles Manson. Charles Mills Manson, born Charles Mills Maddox, November 12, 1934, is an American criminal and former cult leader who led what became known as the Manson family, a quasi-commune that arose in California in the late 1960s. Manson's followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 locations in July and August 1969. In 1971 he was found guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder for the deaths of 7 people, most notably of the actress Sharon Tate, all of which were carried out by members of the group at his instruction. Manson also received first-degree murder convictions for 2 other deaths. He is currently serving a life sentence at California State Prison in Corcoran. Manson believed in what he called helter-skelter, a term he took from the Beatles song of the same name. Manson believed helter-skelter to be an impending apocalyptic race war, which he described in his own version of the lyrics to the Beatles song.